The NCAA tournament will be played without fans in the stands. March Madness will go on for the players, with essential staff and their families in the arenas. Wilbon, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm sad. I'm sad. I mean, the NCAA and March, for a lot of reasons. First, I'm sad at what's causing this pandemic, this situation that is killing people around the globe. So I'm sad that that is here, and it is forcing all of these other things as a byproduct, including the NCAA tournament, which, you know, I mean, that's one of the great joys of my life every year. And basically, this hammers home the seriousness of what we're facing with coronavirus.
So there were other things that we were going to talk about today until this news came in late for us. One was that the Seattle Mariners, because of a crowd restriction, reasonably, in Seattle, they were going to have to open their season somewhere else. And one was that the Golden State Warriors, because of similar crowd restrictions in the city of San Francisco, were going to play NBA games. And by the way, all of this is headed, the NBA, the NHL, all of it is headed in the same direction. But this trumps that, because this is March Madness, and this is the one that we all thought about. It's coming up. It starts next week, you know, and this is the one we all thought. There's a quote, an instructive quote from Dr. Anthony Fauci, who we all respect as knowing what he's talking about with infectious diseases. And he was testifying before Congress today, and he said, we would recommend that there not be large crowds. If that means not having any people in the audience when the NBA plays, so be it. Large crowds give a risk to spread. And he was being asked specifically about the NBA.
And by the way, risk to spread to both the fans and the players.
Absolutely.
Tony,
Absolutely.
you and I have covered pro basketball for a long time. We didn't really get to this yesterday. You mentioned it, I think, upstairs. The flu every year wipes out NBA and NHL locker rooms, and this is so much more virulent than that. You have to think about protecting everybody, but it still makes me sad.
On the college level, the closeness of college teams. If one person gets this, everybody gets it.
Happens all the time.
And then the other team guarding you, then they get it, and it spreads. Overreaction in terms of public safety is preferable to underreaction. I share the same sadness you do, because this is now reduced not just to a television show, but essentially a silent television show. And the notion that you can get in a group, get behind a team.
It changes the nature of the competition one of the great things for anybody who's ever been in an arena, when the underdog, a great underdog, is making a run at or holding off a favorite team, that is the mood and the spirit of the building. That's not going to exist.
And you have to also ask, going forward, and not that far forward, what about the Masters? What about opening day in baseball? What's going to happen?
Tony, we're going to deal with this every day. And all of it makes me say, the longer it goes, it means the longer this plague is on us.
But necessary.
But necessarily so. And that's what we have to deal with as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.